Man, you come straight out of a comic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Straight Outta a Comic Book. I am the anomaly Will Pharaoh, back for another edition. This is episode 100 and something. I'm gonna say 101.
It's 101 at the time.
That's what it's like. So I go look at this YouTube list and it'd be like, no, actually, this is 105. Like, okay, now I gotta. So I'm gonna say one something, so I don't talk myself into a corner. But I always have some of my fantastic friends on here. Dion, aka Mr. All-Star Fandom, and Young Deuces, aka Mr. Geekset, aka Mr. Watch Mojo, aka your mama's favorite voiceover actor.
Hey, I like that.
And whatnot. But we got a lot to talk about in comic book, video game, movie, all just the pop culture, nerd culture, and street culture that we are so used to. We got some play, download, delete going on. We got some would you rather going on, but we have a lot that we're going to discuss. We're going to be talking about video game movies. We're going to be talking about the back room. We're going to be talking about Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Got a lot for you in store, so you want to sit down and check this out. But we're going to move into the first thing, which of course is there is a lot of video game adaptations going on, man. Hollywood is fully invested into video game adaptations, and there's so much of it coming out from movies to television. But I want to start off at movies. Like already, let me just give you the list of what's slated to come out, video game to movies. We got the new Resident Evil that's coming out this year. We have Street Fighter coming out in October. Another Sonic 4. The Zelda movie, Minecraft 2, Helldivers, Elden Ring, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, Gears of War, and BioShock. Like that's a massive ass list of things coming out. So I want to ask, and I'll keep going down the list. So I'll break it down first. I will break it in half for us. So here's what I want to know. First of all, how are y'all feeling in regards to this swell of video games going into like TV and television? Have they been starting to do a better job at it? Have they gained your trust back? Because we've had a lot of misses than we've had victories. Just where are y'all now with us like now getting back into we're taking video games and making them into live adaptations? Deuce, let me start with you.
So for me, I actually been liking the landscape of the video game adaptations to TV and movies, right? And I would say what started it for me was The Last of Us. Like once I like that first season of The Last of Us, I was very, very impressed with it. And what kind of like cemented it for me was Fallout, because the Fallout series, I love the video games and everything. And I was like, I don't know how, like, I'm like, I don't know, are they going to retell the story? And I like the approach that they did was like, no, in this world, there's so many vaults that we don't get to really explore and go in depth into their storyline. And so being able to show that vault storyline and still be in that world and have those Easter eggs to everything that we know about the video games is really has been really dope. And then like with this most recent Street Fighter, like I leaning into the campiness of Street Fighter. Like I didn't need a very, very serious Street Fighter. Street Fighter was exactly what I wanted it to be. Like lean into that campy, lean into it. And to me, I'm like, if this is how the industry is going to treat the video game properties, where it's like certain ones are going to get, very serious because they deserve to be serious, like The Last of Us, but certain ones we're going to lean into what it is. I'm actually here for it. So I'm very, very open and like very, very excited to kind of see where it goes. Because like I said, that's what I want. I want certain ones that feel like the video game, and I want certain ones to be say embedded in reality. So I'm actually in a good space with them right now.
Okay, Dion, what about you, man? We done seen some misses like Borderlands, Halo, Resident Evil after like what number 13?
Good grief. Yeah, man. Yeah. Right now, though, like just embrace the material, man. Like embrace that's what a lot of them are finally doing. Mm-hmm. as campy as whatever is Street Fighter is or will be, seeing that trailer was like, this is what I wanted. Like I didn't know this is what it looked like. But all credit goes to probably Sonic for kicking this off, and mainly the fans of Sonic for saving Sonic. So like we couldn't let our guy go out like that, man. Like we couldn't. So the fact that we've moved into what movie number 4 coming up now, you got the Knuckles series on Paramount. That I mean, it grossed 1.2 billion globally. The first 3 movies.
Yeah.
That's huge for a video game franchise, man. Live action video game franchise. That's dope, man. So I'm thinking like as long as people start embracing the material now or embracing what the game actually is and how I mean, come on, man. We're already playing somebody who can shoot like a, fire out of his hands. You put it in a movie. I don't have to know how he shoots fire out of his hands. I know he does. That's it. Like, just go with it. Just go with it. That's what Mortal Kombat 2 was. Like they didn't. That whole tattoo thing was out the window. So they figured it out as they went. But no, the TV shows on the other hand too. The Last of Us killed first season. Like that killed huge. Hey, but then on the other side of the coin, you have a Halo that takes those creative liberties, and you're like, the franchise was there for you, man. The story is there for you. The 3 games are there for you. Just adapt that and then play around with it. Because everything that we're in, people cherry pick. Marvel is cherry picked from other comic books. DC does, Star Wars does. They cherry pick and build something. Do that instead of, I don't know, taking his helmet off in like episode 2 or 1. It was early.
Was crazy. Like what?
If all I remember using Will's like as soon as that happened, it was like, yeah, I'm out of here. And I was it. That was it. I never went back. I never went back because I saw where we were going. And I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there.
Man, that y'all with this hate, man. I was messing with Halo, man. I was like, hey, man, this is getting good. Then all of a sudden, canceled. I'm like, whoa, wait, what? It was like, yo, it's so inaccurate. I was like, oh, I didn't play Halo. I don't care. Like, I was enjoying this, though.
But it was never better than that Forward Onto Dawn little series that came out years ago. Like that, it came out maybe 10 years ago. And it was like the recruits and then Master Chief. And you saw how like of a tank Master Chief was in that and how good he looked in that. And then I get him in the Paramount series. I'm like, man, I was right there for you, man. You fumbled at the 1 yard line, man. It was right there.
My issue is, well, I was gonna say also, I'm a completionist. Like when I watch stuff, so I trek through a lot of shit that I'm just like, and so like I watched.
I tap out quick, man. I've seen a tap, the smile on my face, and do something else.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm kind of like Deuce. I'm like, well, I didn't start it. I gotta finish. If I haven't, then that just really means like it did not get my
time. It didn't. Yeah.
It's just like I couldn't get back to it. Halo, I like I said, I enjoyed it, but I didn't know the folklore behind it, the story behind it like that. I just knew like few bits and pieces. So when I was coming into it, it was like that. But I will say it felt more dramatic, and it felt more Halo 3 like with the cutscenes that they'll give you. And I feel like that's all that the showrunner saw and ran with that. It was just like, yo, like you kind of really like this. I know these are action packed, but I know like in 3, it kind of got like real cinematic and artistic because it got so much stuff. And I was just like, that's not the Halo I know people to know. So But now the question I do want to know is, with all of this coming out, and we're getting a lot more successes than we are misses, because we have stuff like The Witcher that's also returning for season 5. We also have like God of War that's coming, another Fallout series. Season is coming out. A Ghost of Tsushima series is coming, as well as that. Like the Devil May Cry anime series, Assassin's Creed. Do you feel like superheroes are now being replaced with gaming in Hollywood? Like, is this now the next chapter we're finna go in, or do superheroes still own the box office?
That's a tough one. Go ahead, dude. My bad. Yeah,
no, that's good because I was gonna say I actually don't think any of it. Like, bro, I think that we're about to, bro. I feel like we are really about to get into an era of Sorry about the era, not era. Era of creator-led movies with Obsession, with what was the other one that somebody I forgot the movie before Obsession that one cat did, but like there's a lot of creator-led movies that are like that Hollywood producers are looking like, hey, let's let these creatives, like, now is the time. If you are an independent filmmaker, now is really your time. But in the grand scheme of things, like to your question though, I do believe, I don't think that superhero movies are taking are not the focus anymore. I do believe though that the playing field is like they're getting competition now. Like video game movies are rising. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it was just like WWE and WCW obviously was within WWE, but then you start seeing ECW started, like their name started, like, I mean not ECW, AEW. You started seeing all these other factions and all these others like started like, oh wait a minute, like wrestling, like they need to share the pie. I feel like that's happening now. We're seeing more of the pie getting like, oh, okay, we got our superhero movies. Now we got our video game properties. Oh, anime start trying to make some, they're trying to get serious with their live action now. Like, I feel like more pillars are popping up now.
Yeah, and I think it's really, I'm not, lack of a better term, easy IP to for studios to use video game characters and video games like that to be the next one. They're creeping up though, man, on the superhero movie, because again, 3 movies for Sonic made over $1 billion, and those are superhero numbers at this moment in time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing too is that the people who are like writing, maybe even directing these movies now, these video game movies, were fans of those characters growing up too, or those games growing up. So the right people are getting the pins now, and they're like, oh, this one makes sense. Like Seth Rogen's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was the best adaptation that we've seen in a very long time. In a very long time. But he grew up a fan, and he was like, this is his Turtles. And I think that's how, I guess, the video game IP will go as well, because you'll get these people who like, hey, let me work on this. I don't know, this Toe Jam and Earl video game. I probably remember that. Do y'all remember that game?
Hell yeah.
Toe Jam and Earl. That's Sonic. Hey, that's Sega classics right
So
there.
I'm just saying, the person who played that game has the pin, and they'll make it make sense. You know, as weird as it is, it could make sense.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of hot take, but not necessarily a hot take. But here's what I think, and this is where we know that is actually there. So the one thing about the MCU that everybody constantly talks about is that because they didn't have the rights to the juggernauts, you know what I'm saying, so far right at the helm, they had to make stars out of the people that they had. You know, Iron Man, he was a good name, but he was never the main, you know what I'm saying? And they made him, right? And then that became, like I said, the MCUs, like for video games right now, all the juggernauts are getting series. We're going to have to get a mid-level or a deep cut to really pop for them to be like, oh shit, wait, video games is here, right? So like you saying Toe Jam and Earl, if that was one of those ones that did a whole like crazy numbers, that would solidify like, oh, video game IPs are now the wave.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's easy to.
But when you say like Super Mario, well, no, you did say Juggernaut. So you say, of course, Juggernauts did this. Okay, so give me a franchise then, a video game franchise that you feel like deserves one that's not a mainstay. That's something where it's like, you know what? I really feel like this would do numbers. Like, I think Toe Jam and Earl would make a dope animated series, like on Hulu, like straight.
Given the look.
Filter, get the look, everything, but no filter. Like, you got the cuss words. It's raunchy. Like, it's like Ren and Stimpy meets Seth Rogen. And you get as many celebrities as you can to talk on it.
I feel like because it has enough nostalgia for people to remember, and it has enough craziness that you can actually lean into, and it also has an example of a juggernaut, but not necessarily. I feel like if you go Battletoads, if you do something with Battletoads, that can go.
Battletoads would be. Hey, I fuck with Battletoads, man.
Yeah, because they got a whole universe, they got a whole world. Like I said, and you can do things that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can't do because the Turtles they're still in America, they're in New York. Where Battletoads, they're dealing with space, they're dealing with aliens, like that.
So would you animate it, or would you have it in a live action format with CG, like how you got Michael Bay's Turtles?
No, I hated Michael Bay's Turtles, so I definitely wouldn't want to go that route.
It was bulletproof, man. What's the threat? They're bulletproof. Like, what am I? Oh man, what a movie!
They were emotionally discharged.
However, so here's the thing where I would be okay with it in like how they did Sonic, only because that leaves the door open for the potential Battletoads Double Dragon, like for them to bring Double Dragon in, because Double Dragon, they're humans, and so
that was mine right there. I wanted them to do Double Dragon.
Ooh, I'm here for it, bro.
That I still love the movie to this day. And I was like, yo, I think a dope Double Dragon series would be fire for them to pull out. I feel like
okay, so all right, hear me out. Now I'm on you. You do the Battletoads, right? Because like I said, they deal with like aliens and everything like that, but you do it in like every character looks like how Sonic and Knuckles and them looks like, right? But then you do the live action series of Double Dragon, because then when you eventually do the meetup, you can blend those worlds.
You can blend those worlds. Yep.
I got about 3 choices here, but I know you only. I'm gonna honey this one, Will, if she's watching. 3 came to mind. Golden Axe came to mind. I think that would be a really good series. You could get a lot of seasons out of something like that.
That's so would. Oh my god, I see it.
You could milk that one.
You could milk that so much.
Yes.
Yeah. And my other 2, just because I like both games, Contra and Metal Slugs. Those
were my other see.
That would have been it. That would have been it for me. Like do it.
My other one, because of the height of kids actors and being in like the most craziest situations, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I fucking love Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and you have those kids trying to save their neighborhood from zombies going like, that would be a good series. That would be a good Stranger Things style, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Derry style series.
Yeah. Since you those were the other 2 I had, and this is why I'm like, this is why me and Dion are friends. The fact he got because I was like Contra, Metal Slug. I was like, I don't know if anybody would do Metal Slug. I was like, I would save that. Nobody said. And the fact he said both of them, I was like, thank you, man. Yeah, man. Give me Santa's birthday list, man. I got to figure out something, man.
Yeah. They gave way too much at the arcade, man. Just side scrolling.
Yes, man. It was. I don't know if y'all have this pizza chain there, but it was a pizza place called Mazio's. Do y'all have that?
There's Mazio's in the South. Yeah, there's Mazio's.
Yo, it was something about this Mazio's. Somehow this bitch got stuck in like 1997 and never changed, like ever. It was like a pocket in time.
That was the Pizza Hut, like a town over for us. The only Pizza Hut that still had arcade games before they shut down.
Yep.
Like, and now I think it's like a Chinese food restaurant. But before, and I don't think the Chinese food changed like any of the aesthetics either. If you walk in, it looks like an old Pizza Hut. But they had games there, and that's where we would go. We get pizza, and we just play them at Pizza Hut. When Pizza Hut was a proper establishment.
Establishment. It's a family establishment where wholesome families can go to enjoy their Friday night.
But nobody sits in a Pizza Hut and eat.
Nobody. No, I don't think people really. I don't think they even have pizza places
seating
anymore. Like,
there's small ones.
Yeah, small ones. Like we have a few in downtown Milwaukee that, like I said, that have that aesthetic. Like, matter of fact, there's this Bacardi literally. So Bacardi his office is in downtown Milwaukee, right? So a lot of the times he just walks, you know what I'm saying, downtown and finds some place to eat. There's this pizza joint called Ian's that is really more of a after set, like everybody goes you know, after the club or whatever. But they usually have their upstairs blocked off. So nobody really knows what's up there. Bacardi went one, like literally last week, he was there, like he went during the day, went up there, full arcade. He was like, bro, I didn't even know. He was like, they was like, yeah, we usually rope this off at night because, you know, it gets a little bit too rowdy at, you know, at 2 a.m. in the morning, but full arcade there. He was like, oh shit.
Man, those were great times, bro. I still remember all the machines that was in that Manzio's. It was Metal Slug, Cruising World USA. There was the Claw
Cruising. I love Cruising.
Oh yeah, and then there was Area 51. Remember where you had the gun and you had to put the gun? I'll never forget it, bro. It was those in that there, and then they got the pinball machine. And I was like, yo, every Friday, because you know, pizza take like 20, 30 minutes to make.
You got time to kill, man.
Yeah, you got time to kill. Like my mama had the fucking salad bar, getting the salads ready and stuff. And I'm just like, yo, man, can I have like $5 in quarters? She like, you better take this and go leave me alone. Oh, trust me, you won't see me till it's time to go. And every time I'll be on that game and then turn around, she got that box of pizza and she say, I'm going to the car. That because she knew, like, hey, wrap this up. You got till I get to the car and start to have your ass in this car.
Hey, side note, those shooting games that be at like pizza joints and like Chuck E. Cheese and shit like that, I want to meet the person who actually beat one of those games. I feel like nobody has ever beat those games in full.
There's no way, Will. There's no way. I agree, dude. There's no way. Like I played one recently, the Rambo one, which was really good. I'm like, who gets past this, man? Like who?
I did the Resident Evil one, and not the Aliens one, and I'm just like, bro, like
House of the Dead 2.
Oh man, okay.
Not to be fair, I did not do this by myself. Let me give that. I did.
How much did that cost you to beat that?
$10. Because it was me and my home. It was me and my homeboy. That's why I was like, let me make it very clear. I did not hit this feat by myself. It was me and my homeboy.
Oh, sorry.
It's super hard. And the last one is this like impossible boss fight. I think that boss fight cost us like $4. And so because all it really was it's like you just needed 50 cents to restart. And so we're just like, okay, we'll have this. But we took out like $25 worth of quarters. So we got like $25 worth of quarters in our pocket just to make sure. we stuck at it. We both were there. We were popping them, going and stuff, and we just stayed there like the whole day. I think we played that for like maybe 3-4 hours.
Boy, man.
Hey, so kind of getting back on track, a video game movie, right? Where they kind of like on some Wreck-It Ralph shit, where like the gun that you have, you got to go like this to reload in the movie. Like you get sucked into the movie. Like I feel like I said, we talked about leaning into the campiness into it, what it is. So you have a movie, right? You at an arcade, you playing one of these games, you actually get sucked into it, and you like now you got to figure out the aesthetics, but your gun is still like real world, application. So like you gotta go like this to reload. Like hey.
I got a book I'm working on that does that. I think
fire.
Really love it, man. Yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see that, man.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna actually put something that we're gonna play a little game with this before we move into our next topic. So what I want to do is I do have a list of some of the stuff that is coming out for movies and television when it comes to video games. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're gonna be judging. We judging. So just to let y'all know, we finna get judgy on here. So I have a list here. These are some of the movies that are going to be coming out that are from video game adaptations. Like I told you, we got Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Sonic, Zelda, Minecraft 2, Elden Ring, Call of Duty, Horizon Zero Dawn, and so forth. Now, the question I want to know from this list that you're seeing, which project do you think is going to be the big money maker out this list? What's the one that's going to hit $1 billion?
Ooh. Do you
All right.
want to take it?
Yeah, I'll go. So, because I mean, we have some that already have established, like, you know what I'm saying, their fan base and everything like that. So, for conversation purposes, I'm not going to choose any of those. As a person who has played Elden Ring and who has struggled through Elden Ring but still enjoyed it, like this is probably one of the first games that I'm like, bro, I am literally getting my ass kicked in this game every time I launch it, but I am having the time of my life. And then knowing how people thirst for like that era or that fantastical world, like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, like bro, like bro, people got invested in Knights of the Seven Kingdom, and there wasn't even any dragons in it, and it's just like people just like being in that world, kind of like how video games right now everybody's in feudal Japan. Like people just love being in this type of Renaissance style world. But then you add the elements of magic and fire and lore. I think Elden Ring is going to be, that's my take. I think Elden Ring is going to be the one that does it.
Okay. Dion, what about you? Which one do you think is going to cross the $1 billion mark?
Man, I think because we've been waiting on it for so long, a Gears of War will probably hit that. Like visually, seeing how well, like something like what's the Alan Richardson movie on Netflix? Well, I can't remember the name of it, but War Machine or something like that.
That's
That's it. Yeah. So seeing something like that blow up on Netflix, like action style like that, and you get the lore of Gears of War and all the 3 games they made of that. I think that one has the potential. Zelda might fool me, but because that could be one that could cross, depending on how well it is. But
yeah,
Gears of War off this list.
There's a lot of things you got to consider. Like that's what I had Zelda at first, but I'm like, all right, what are we doing? Are we doing a live? Like, how are we shooting this?
It's live action. They released photos.
Oh,
yeah, they released photos of them and everything like that a few months ago, and
it looked good.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to take from just the stills though of the actors in costumes. So I don't even think they've like released a plot for it yet. But
no, they ain't told us nothing at all.
Nothing. Just here's these photos. Take a look. And but Gears of War, I think, because there's been no casting for that one either. I don't think. No. So it's gonna be interesting to see who they get to play those characters too. But I'll go with Gears of War.
I'm completely biased as always. Sonic 4. Like it's Sonic.
Oh, yeah. That's the easy one though, man. Like you already got $1 billion, man.
If we're not doing an easy one, if I'm being honest, I think Horizon Zero Dawn is gonna cross $1 billion. Okay. I think they go just like because that game is beautiful.
Yes,
like,
it is.
And it's this. After I watched like Predator Prey, when they were like, back in the gap, like with going up against Predator and stuff. Yeah, but like to see this where it's this entire world that's like died out during our time. And so it's like still the mechanical things running around and stuff. Like those are the animals that are attacking her rather than like realistic animals. Like this is one that I feel like everybody can go see. And it's going to hit a lot of multiple demographics. Like women are going to want to go see this, especially if you cast the right person to be in this movie. Then it's going to be from the nerd aspect too, because if you do it to where you can get Lance Reddick to be in this, like in some kind of way and stuff, to pay homage to him from being in the video game, like this is able to really like do something dope. And I'm glad that they're doing it as a movie so they can spend more money on it than trying to do it as a TV series. But I feel like Horizon is going to give us something pretty good, and I think it could cross the $1 billion mark.
BioShock could be the sleeper, only because, like I said, Fallout really showed me that like you can be in a world, lean into what the world is, and still tell a great story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Fallout is quirky. Like it's crazy when you watch that, especially when you play the game. But when you play the game, it is that like some of the products, some of the things that you hear on the radio, the way that the people talk, the way that the people are, you're like, bro, this is a crazy world. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell a good wholesome story, real good story of treachery, a good story of redemption. And I feel like BioShock has those same elements. And like I said, but again, the issue with BioShock is that their set pieces is going to cost. And so
man, yeah. And they're gonna have to pay for a lot of old-timey licensed scary music too. Like that's
so that goes into my next question, because that was one of my picks on which project is most likely to fail. And I went with BioShock and Elden Ring for this one. Only because I think Elden Ring should be a series and not a movie.
I do agree. I 100% agree.
And that's the only reason why I put it as a fail. Not that it's not going to be good or nothing, but I'm like, I think you will really grab more people like you did Ring of Power on Prime if you gave Elden Ring a series. Like, I feel like people could absorb so much more, and then you not having to try to compact so much of a story into 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Because then you start to be like, there's a lot of stuff you cut out that you may not see. That's why I feel like it need to be a series. And then the same thing you said for BioShock. I just think it's going to be so expensive that they're going to focus on that, and they're not going to give us a dynamic story.
Yeah.
Because Fallout did a great job at season 1 doing that. But I'll be honest, like for me, season 2 it didn't keep me like season 1 did. Like, I don't know what it was and stuff like that, but we can, talk about that for another episode. But it's like, I feel like those are the two where it's like, not wanting to fail, but I'm like, those are the two that I feel have the biggest obstacles. So that's how I ask it. Like, which one of these do you think is going to have a really, like, it's going to be an obstacle to make this a success?
Yeah.
Not to go with BioShock, I'm gonna say Call of Duty, just because Call of Duty fans can't agree on anything. so that
I feel the same way, bro. They gonna get so. Let me ask you, Deuce, to go with what you're saying, or about to say. I'm sorry. Which story would they need to do
in Call of Duty?
For Call of Duty, like which one out the gate do they need to?
Well, see, that was going to be one of the reasons why I choose Call of Duty as well, because I'm like, with Call of Duty, for one, most people only play the campaign just so that they can get back familiar with the controls. Most people they want to get online. It's like, all right, let me make sure these controls ain't different. I'm gonna play the campaign real quick. The campaigns are usually short, anyways. Like so it's like. But some of their stories are good, but it's just like I don't know. I don't know which story. I don't know which story they're going to tell, and I think that's going to be the issue with Call of Duty, because you got some people who are strictly modern warfare, and you got some people who are strictly.
Listen, if you want a hit, you better start with Modern Warfare 2 and come out the gate swinging.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is good.
But to throw that bitch out first, but it's a movie though, and then that's my problem. It's like you're making it a movie, and that means we only got 2.5 hours to tell. But like to your point, it's a good thing that the campaigns are short because you can fit that in there. But it's just like, which one do you come off with? Like Dion, like, are you a Call of Duty fan? Like, do you have a story in mind?
I'm not heavy into it. I've seen like Modern Warfare and stuff like that through the campaigns. But I'm neither one really hit me.
Yeah,
and I'm
And then
that's why because I probably won't go see it. I don't know.
And except war movies are a hit and miss sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like so the thing about a good war movie, when you watch those, one, the infantry, you gotta be all in on the infantry. And where a lot of the times Modern Warfare is really just the main person, the villain, the person who betrays you. Like, you don't really like it's like it doesn't have a full yeah.
It's like a little group of them.
Yeah. And so it's like, you know what I'm saying? So that needs to be established. Like Call of Duty has the most openness that they're like, look here. If they do, they just call it Modern Warfare and they introduce a new team and like not really adapt the story, they can take it from there. But then you got to have a really good script for a war movie, and then also like just don't go the Doom route. Please don't go the Doom route, like, because I don't need a first person movie.
That part was kind of dope, man. Like,
right, why we acting like this, man? Why we acting like we too good?
That was the best part of the movie, man.
Yeah, bro,
the movie.
Doom was not a bad movie. Like, I'm sick of the bullshit with this. Like, we gonna act like this was a shitty ass movie. Like, look, we know what the fuck Doom was when we was going into this. You ain't finna sit here and belittle one of the Rock's best movies, man. And then it got one of the funniest lines I ever heard. That be like, look, after I get off the planet, finna go over on the nightcap and bang a couple of she-boys.
Well, because you know why? Because Hardcore Henry did it better. I liked it Hardcore Henry way better.
But that was years after Doom, right?
Like that was they got to learn from that. They got to learn from that, man. I'm with Dion, bro. I like the first person because it's like it went with the video game. I'm like, that's what the video was like. And I like that's what I felt when I saw it.
And that was during a time where they didn't fully embrace what the video game IP truly was. Now, Doom was an uphill battle either way you look at it, right? A little bit. But everything leading up to that was like, this is kind of whack, man. Like, I don't remember this, or I don't get down with this part. But then they do the first person. I'm like, all right, I'll watch the rest of
it. Maybe here's the thing. All right, so
they didn't embrace it fully, Will. They didn't embrace it fully.
I didn't embrace it fully. Also, I just feel like in Doom, if I'm thinking first person, who should have got the first person movie? It should have been Duke Nukem because he has more sound bites. Duke Nukem in that style, I feel like would have been better.
So yes, but the only thing is though, the only reason why I say I slightly disagree with that is because Duke Nukem, when you saw him on the cover, you want to see him. Like with Doom, it was like, like Carl Urban was kind of like player one. Like we didn't know who he really was. So like when he gets up, it's just kind of like, okay, I don't mind not seeing his face. But like if you tell me John Cena is gonna be Duke Nukem, it's like, hey man, don't put me in first person, nothing. Give me the action. Like we saw that with Peacemaker. It was like, that's Duke Nukem, just DC's version.
Like, bro, Duke Nukem said, like, when you play those, Duke Nukem says some crazy shit in the middle.
Do they hold up today? Like,
ooh, I don't know
exactly.
You can't say half this shit. I was like, yo, Peacemaker said some off the wall stuff, and it still didn't compare to Duke Nukem. I was like,
I don't think it did.
I don't know how they let us play this game as kids. Yo, what are we doing?
It was show on Saturday mornings, man. Saturday mornings. It used to be like I always used to remember it would be like a sponsor for like Monday Night Raw. Like something would be brought to you by like Duke Nukem on N64, something like that. Get yours today.
It went right with the times, man. It went right with the times.
It did. It did.
We got one more of these, and I want to just switch over to television video game adaptations that are coming. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different with this one. What I want to do is you are the head of your own streaming service. So we got the All-Star Fandom streaming service and the Geek Set streaming service where y'all got the movies, y'all got the shows, man. Y'all like Tubi right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks didn't think y'all was gonna make that. Y'all got a Super Bowl commercial and it's been up. Like, yo, the dope money is pouring in. Y'all got shit going on now.
That wasn't cheap either, man. That wasn't cheap.
It was not cheap. I want to know out of this list that we have here for TV shows, which is God of War, Fallout, Mass Effect, Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed, Tomb Raider, Devil May Cry, Far Cry, Splinter Cell, and Beyond Two Souls. All of these are video game adaptations that are turning into series that'll be coming within the next 5 years. I want you to pick your 3 that you would take to your streaming service. Which one of these 3 would you take? And I'm going to judge which one had the best picks.
Oh, really?
Who has a successful 3?
I'll go.
I'm gonna let y'all go one at a time.
Okay.
You can't pick what the person picked to make this even.
I got notes. Okay, never mind.
Let
me go first. Then let me go first.
All right. Let me get one from my notes. That's all I ask.
I'm adding Mass Effect to mine. Mass Effect is essentially, again, it's the space part. I sort of broke mine in 3. So outer space, we can do all that, the galaxy jumping and stuff like that. But it's really an RPG game. So there is a lot of dialogue in it that you can get through and make it a lengthy series. And again, I'll change the ending to the 3rd one. even though that was a little left or right sort of choice, left or right max sort of deal. But no, Mass Effect for me, have Shepard and that crew, and then the second game with the suicide missions and stuff like that. Like it could be your little, like your space opera or my space opera for my channel. So get the nerds over like myself over there.
Okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the thought process. All right. Deuces,
All right.
you up. What's
So
the streaming service getting?
Yeah, so I'm doing Assassin's Creed but I'm leaning in on the Animus, right? Because I feel like as much as I love where Assassin's Creed is at now, I feel like that original storyline of like, you know what I'm saying, the bloodline, tapping into the Animus, having, you know what I'm saying, dealing with, you know, like that world and like tapping into like different memories. Like I wanted the movie to be good so bad because I love Assassin's Creed as a game. Like there's 5 games. I think I've said this on this platform before. There's 5 games, no matter what property they drop, I'm gonna always get. Like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Grand Theft Auto, NBA 2K, Assassin's Creed, and then like the 4. Those are my 4. Sorry, yeah. No matter what, any title, I don't care. I'm always going to get those games, right? And I just feel like it. As a TV series, there's so much lore that you can do where you have your main character and then they're dropping like season 1, you're dropping back into Rome. Season 2, you're dropping into Egypt. Like,
there it is.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. So it's like, yeah, Assassin's Creed is definitely my one that I'm picking.
Okay. I'm writing these down because I'm seeing where y'all going with this. Okay, Dion, you next, man. Now you can't use Assassin's Creed. So
I know, and that was mine, and all the reasons for that was. Well,
and this is why I did that. This is why I did that. Because I'm like, both networks can't have the same thing.
Dang. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Splinter Cell for mine. Splinter Cell can be. We get a little espionage in there because those have been doing great for other, like a Jack Ryan or with the Aldous Hodge show and stuff, all that. So I think having that and then having the elements of what Splinter Cell is. Here's the mission. We can't kill. You got 10 bullets. Shoot lights out. Like that would be fun to do. But have an overarching sort of mission at the end of who's the big bad sort of deal. I think that would work, and that'll get like those suspense thrillers. It checks the boxes, right? Suspense thriller. Little action, espionage, all of that for my network. So I'm getting Splinter Cell and bringing Sam Fisher to you every week.
So you got me back, bro. Like if I took your Assassin's Creed, you took my Splinter Cell. And for all the same reasons, bro. The exact same reasons that you said was why I was going to say Splinter Cell. Oh man. All right.
So this is you.
All right, I'm gonna go Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider because one, that is one. I feel like Tomb Raider also might be like that's like my tent pole on my network. Like, you know, where people like, you know, where like I'm doing a lineup, like Lara Croft is going to be front and center.
Good choice to put on the forefront.
Yeah, and like I said, because of just being able to have a heroine and having her being able to kind of like get back into like that treasure hunting, going into caves, going into, you know, pyramid, like going back into that and leaning into those elements. I think that Tomb Raider will be a great TV series to adapt and kind of just lean into, like I said, again, another multiple seasons, because kind of like how National Treasure is, where it's like there's always a secret to uncover, there's always something to unlock. There's so many ways that you can use Lara Croft, and even just some of the conspiracies and things of just trying to uncover in the world, you know what I'm saying, leaning into the 8th wonders of the world and just kind of like going into history. Yeah, I think Tomb Raider would be a great adaptation.
All right. So we got y'all. This is y'all final pick. Dion.
Perfect.
Who you got?
Well, yeah, let's go with that one. Okay. I got God of War for my next one. I wanted Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Tsushima to sort of do the history side of things, you know, to be in another time period or play around with mythologies and stuff like that. So God of War is my pick for that one. I know we're already getting a series. We saw the first picture, but God, come on, man. Can we take a time out real quick? Like, we all saw that picture, right?
We did. We all saw it.
What do we think of that picture? Like, that's your first shot of your God of War series.
It should have been the first shot.
Yeah, no, right?
Here's my question though. What didn't you like about it? Like, what, when you first saw it, what threw you off? What was just like, ew?
It was
like, what immediately when you looked at it?
It was no, Steve, I don't even remember this name. It was Gary Bertier as
that's his name.
Kratos, man.
You Gary Bertier, bro.
Yeah, so like looking at it, like imagine, okay. When I was imagining it, when they casted him, I was like, you know what? He might be able to do that. He's a big guy, but I didn't know they were going to start shooting so quickly, or put him in costume like this so quickly. I was like, man, the beard, again, this is nitpicking fan stuff though, right? Like that, I think that's what we get down to the point of. It's not like how we imagined it. So when I finally saw it for the first time, I was like, I wasn't shocked. I wasn't like, oh, like, he just looked soft compared to like the Kratos that we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, like that's what it was. Like and he's a big guy, but he was a big guy too. But like Kratos is a tank at the end of the day. Like I wouldn't have been opposed of doing like a bodysuit for him just to widen him out somehow. Like I would say the Moana bodysuit, but nothing like that. But something like that would fit well. It just seemed off for some reason.
Here's what I think I talked about on the podcast, and I always say, if a lot of the times what I love is fan artwork, right? I love fan artwork to a point where sometimes I'll type in a property and I'll just type in deviant art after it, right? To me, I just feel like the first look should have been an epic shot. There's so many good shots of Kratos and Atreus where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can see them, like I say, you could have still did this same type of, style of showing them training or anything. They could have been like this. Yeah, like he could have been, like,
watching him.
Just make it look more epic. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, this is a still in a moment where, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, this still that y'all chose, y'all could have got a better epic shot that didn't even tell the storyline, but still let us know, like, oh shit, all right, this looks like it's about to be crazy.
It's the way that you're introduced, right? Like that's how it is. Like it's the old Cosby Show analogy when Vanessa brought home, was it Vanessa? Yeah, brought home Dabness and she was gonna marry him. Yeah, and Cliff described it as like, like you took a steak and everything and you served it to me on a garbage can. Like that's how this felt to me, and I'm like, there's so much more you could have done with this. And like I said, he's a big guy, and I'm hoping the series is good because the story's there for him now. Like the first two games, and now you get the spinoff with Faith. So there's some mythology there that they could use. I'm hoping for the best though for this, because I do like that they picked a God of War alumni to come back and be Kratos. So God of War is on my channel. I'll tweak it, but God of War is on my channel.
I don't just not from your pick, but just in the question of God of War. It's not for me. My
really?
Because my biggest question was, why aren't we starting at the first God of War where he fights enemies? I was like, why are we starting with the PlayStation 5 version?
So I know why they did it, and it's even with the reason why we got these new games. This was kind of like what the MCU is doing. This is technically a reboot slide, like the way that they, because before I went back and played all the games, and when you go back and play all the games, even with how they went up in that storyline, it didn't necessarily linear go straight into what the PlayStation 5 is that we had. They had to kind of like create that time span and kind of retcon a couple of things and everything like that, and that's why we want to. And it's clear that they knew that they was going to get a TV show, a cinematic route. It's clear that they already had this planned out,
which is
and
fine.
The thing too, Will, is those first 3 games or whatever. I'm sure they're going to be like told within flashbacks or somehow, right? Because we do get the Blaze of Chaos in the game.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, I'm sure that's going to be a piece in this show. So
I get that, but my problem is these games aren't as good as the first 3 games.
Oh, Will.
Oh, wait a minute, bro.
Will.
I'll argue that. I will.
Will.
Now, God of War. I'll say this one line, and y'all know y'all can't deny this. There ain't a damn fight in them 2 games that outdo him in that Poseidon fight. That Poseidon fight was epic. And now put that in PlayStation 5 graphics. That's what makes this dope, is because of the technology it got. But story-wise, God of War 1, 2, and 3 is epic. Yo, fight on Gaia.
You got the gods.
Mount Olympus.
I'll give you that much. I'll give you that much.
Bro. I'm like, that's the God of War. I'm like, yo, like,
but bro, that Thor fight was ridiculous, bro.
But was it doper than him and Ares or Zeus?
It's two like different sort of.
Bro, Zeus stabbed this man and kicked him off of Mount Olympus into Hades. Like, imagine that as a season finale.
I mean, I hear you, bro. Next season is to fight your way out of hell. It's
again, but I get why, because this one is, and not even to say like more realistic, but it's like this one was more, and I don't even want to call it watered down, but it was like
grounded. Perhaps
it was more grounded, because it was like, yo, your biggest things are gonna be like cyclopses or some deities that you'll go up against. Like, it wasn't like God of War like 2, where this man is fighting skyscraper beings and he just throwing his chains and just sling. I'm like, yo, that's what I want to see live action.
I think,
I think Atreus to hunt. Like, I'm like,
but those are like, again, I get what you're saying, Will. Those fights are epic. Those are guys we know. We know the powers of them. We know the weight of those characters, right? And I get it. Mm-hmm. The boss battles in the first 3 games were ridiculous. I understand it,
right?
But there's some about these last 2, man. I don't know if it's because it feels a little bit more grounded or that the story is so strong, but I think I would have started here.
But here's the thing: you can't. It's not as grounded as we like. We got to go back and think, bro. You fight an oversized dragon, you fight an oversized wolf. Like, bro, there's still those elements from the original that you fight. Like you said, those big scale battles, bro.
You still have them, yeah. But Will just made me think about those battles from the first 3 again, and Kratos.
Oh yeah, I'm not. But see, that's why God of War is God of War, bro. The whole franchise is epic.
It's dope.
Yeah. Not to take nothing away from the new ones. Like, I'm not, again, like, for me, if you told me, okay, both of these franchises are on with the PlayStation 5 graphics, which one you playing? And always remember, it got 1 up over this one. And 3 was insane.
I'm probably playing 3. 3 was ridiculous, man.
Like 3 was ridiculous.
That's why I'm like, yo, bro, if you give them the same graphics they gave this, bro, it is way bad. I'm not gonna say it's shit on it or it's like it's bad, because I was like, that's not what I'm trying to get taken away from it. But it was like, yo, that story, because the thing was, it was like you see 2 different versions of Kratos. Like, there are 2 different versions of Kratos that we know. And even if we talk about it now, which isn't a fair deal to talk about, but it's like, if you compare the 2 Kratoses, it's like you get different things. It's like, yo, like, I remember this one who was a hothead, who killed his wife and his child, while you see the ashes of Sparta fall on him. I'm like, that's the story I want to see told in live action. Like, the mental war games that Ares played with Kratos. It's like, those are the things I wanted to see. With this one, it was like, well, again, I'm not trying to diminish it, but it was like, this all started because some nigga found out who you was, came to your front porch, you whooped his ass. Now everybody after you because you killed him.
Well, see, I think that's the difference, the emotional story beat. Because like I said, when I went back and played all of the games up until the new game, because that's what I was like, I want to play it all in succession, right? Playing those first original games, it was like, bro, like for people who don't know, the reason why his skin is what his skin is like, bro, that's the ashes of his family embedded in his skin. Like, it's when you playing it and you know that, you like, bro, this is some diabolical shit that he has to go through. And every game, he always have to lose it. Like every game, at the beginning of every game, he loses all his powers. He got to fight his way back up again. And then when you like so much betrayal. So it is just like, bro, this is like, whoa. But again, with the new games, I like the fact that it's Kratos is like, bro, I'm trying not to be the nigga that I was before. I'm gonna make me go back.
Yeah,
I hid these blades for a reason, man. And when I took that boat back to get them, boy, you better believe when that music hit, business was picking up, baby.
That's what I was like. I was like, nothing against them, nothing against starting here, nothing against that new series. But it's like, yo, for someone like myself, just like y'all, that grew up on these three dropping and the epicness that took place of it, it's like when I'm hearing a God of War series, I'm just like, yo, why are we not focused there? Because it's just like, too, like for folks who haven't played this, like, why would you not introduce them to that Kratos? Because now that makes it, when you get to this, even more better, because it's like, yo, if I've never played the video game, I'm now tied into more of like, hey, I saw what this Kratos was. Now we jump into it where it's later, where he has a son now and he's a little bit older. I'm even more attached to the character.
You know why?
It's like, because we played it too.
Yeah, but it's like now that we're seeing it, it's kind of like, okay, you're kind of seeing a more docile Kratos. That's like how you said, it's just like, listen, I'm trying not to start. I'm trying to be okay. And let Lisa crash out on this whole Norse mythology because I could do it. And then it's just like, dang, and then people see it and it's like, yeah, but this is like watching, you know what this is? This is like watching Michael Jordan when he played for the Bobcats. No,
Wizards,
this is 45. No, this is 45. I'm sorry, no, that's disrespectful. This is 45 Jordan, Chicago Bulls. This is number 45 Jordan.
Just the one season for the 45. I mean,
so no, here's what it is, and this is okay. Twofold. Here's what I feel like Hollywood loves to do. Hollywood likes to give a story, and then they like to be able to have another series like, oh, Kratos the beginning, or you know what I'm saying, like they like to do that, right? Because obviously this God of War, where it's at now, is the biggest, you know what I'm saying, it's the more bigger play, like as far as financially. So of course that's why they're going to lean there. They're like, hey, this has been making us money. This is the most recent. Recency bias is a big thing. Everybody's a fan of these new ones. Let's go with this one. A better comparison, bro. Right now what we're getting is LeBron on the Lakers. Right? We're getting LeBron on the Lakers.
Yeah.
However, that storyline from Cleveland to Miami, that's the Kratos that you want. And
I want Miami Heat Kratos. Yeah, that's what I want that one. Yeah, I'm like, so we got this. This the story. We starting off at Lakers, LeBron.
Because here's the thing, though. Still putting up numbers, though. Still
putting up numbers.
Numbers
and everything. Like I said, so it's like it's still a good story.
Big Three? You don't remember Big Three? Wait a minute, y'all don't. That's not where we started. And that's why I'm just like, okay, maybe it's gonna be good, yes. But I'm like, you know what I
mean? Yeah.
We get it, like I said, we get a record-breaking Kratos. Like I said, LeBron on the Lakers, that's when he broke all the records. That's when he did he got all the accolades. It's like, oh shit. But then you're like, wait, but his journey, I want to know about it. Yeah.
when with Ray Allen and with Shea Battier, you remember what Shea Battier was doing in that series, right? Like,
boy, taking all the charges.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not running that one first. And I think, like you said, though, Deuce, it's to, like, you make perfect sense with, let's test it with the one we know now. And then, too, I think between the two series, two franchises of the God of War, this one would be a lot more easier and financially
to adapt.
able to adapt. And then when it does get good, like you said, I could see them then coming out with the original trilogy and recasting someone as a younger Kratos and being able to tell something. So I get it. It's just, like when I see this, it just reminds me of like, okay, why are we not starting off with the Kratos we know? But again, it makes sense because it's not technically just for us. It's for other folks who jumped into this when this one came out. So I get it. But let's jump back. You picked God of War.
I'm in.
No. I remember the Bills back on the rails. So he picked God. So he has Mass Effect, God of War, and Splinter Cell.
Yep. I'm gonna go Devil May Cry. Because I do like a show personally. I like a show that has a lot of what the fuck moments, and Devil May Cry gives you that with like just the lore of the story. You know what I'm saying? The whole just it you can go gory with it, like, if I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I feel like I can have that show be that like more adult rated, like adult show where people like watch it, is like, oh shit, like this is about to get into it. You know what I'm saying? I think the characters are strong enough, the story's strong enough. I think if I'm with my lineup, I think Devil May Cry would be that one where it's like you'll get the horror buffs, you'll get the people that's like, yo, hey, but Devil May Cry though, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going Devil May Cry to round mine out.
Okay. So to finish this off, we got the All-Star Fandom Network rolling out God of War, Mass Effect, and Splinter Cell. And then the Geek Set Network is going to be releasing Tomb Raider, Devil May Cry, and Assassin's Creed. Who is going to have more people tune in with their three lineups? And I am the judge, the jury, and the executioner of this. Now, I'm going to start with Deuces. So Deuces has Assassin's Creed, Devil May Cry, and Tomb Raider. So Assassin's Creed, you did a great job because, one, this can spin off to multiple things. Like each Assassin's Creed could be either its own show. You could tell an anthology series if you wanted to, or you can have it to where, like you have, again, each of these have their own series that could spin off to like maybe 3 to 4 seasons and have maybe 6 to 8 episodes. With Tomb Raider, I give Tomb Raider, I'll give it a run kind of like The Boys. I see like 5 seasons for you to run through 8 episodes to tell a good story with her. And then Devil May Cry is Devil May Cry.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it concerns me because if you do it live action, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's a lot of money on demonic action.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be hard to kind of promote.
Yes, it will.
We'll have to put it like inside, like if I go watch Assassin's Creed, they're gonna show me a clip of Devil May Cry that you can either hit skip or see the like little 15, 20-second ad. So that's the only one that I have my concern on.
To be completely honest, with Devil May Cry, I don't see it being a long running series. I
give this like 3, but it's gonna cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And with Tomb Raider, you could have a success, but it's like I could see it not saying based off of you, just this is now based off of what I'm looking at. I could see Tomb Raider getting stale after the 3rd season. Because there's only so many to like, unless you're giving me like the writer or the showrunner is giving me like very suspenseful where it's like I have to tune into the next season. I can see myself kind of getting a little straight away with it, especially like even watching the Tomb Raider animated series. Like it's good, but it just isn't keeping my eye. Like it's like, oh, okay, I didn't run through it like I ran through the first one. Like the first one was great, and then like the second one is kind of like, oh, okay, it's okay. But like your Assassin's Creed, you got a lot to like. You can run with Assassin's Creed for like 20 years. Like to be honest, like that's when you can like, yo, I'm gonna milk this thing for what it's worth.
Yeah.
So now we move into Dion's. Dion has God of War, Mass Effect, and Splinter Cell. So
Got something for everybody, man. I got something for everybody.
You do, but your biggest strength is your biggest weakness because you have two projects that's going to take a lot of money. A lot of money. Mass Effect is going to cost a shit ton of money. God of War is going to cost a shit ton of money. Like you looking at $300 million a piece easy. And then Splinter Cell is kind of your sleeper because if you just put a big name behind it and kind of treat it like House of Cards, you could rock that for 5 seasons.
We just need to cast some good Sam Fisher, man.
People, right? There's different people, right?
No, for Splinter Cell, it's just Sam Fisher.
It's just Sam Fisher. Yeah, I can see Sam Fisher going for. I see 4. I can see you getting 4 good Splinter Cell seasons and then ending it so it doesn't veer off. I feel like that's the one that's like that. Mass Effect. I'm gonna be honest. Your 2 God of War and Mass Effect, while successful, I don't see them going past 3 seasons because of how expensive they're gonna be.
I just need new subscribers, man. I just need more subscriptions.
No, I think that's what you'll get. While the era is here, you'll get it. But I feel like longevity-wise, like God of War, you could probably squeeze out a good 3 seasons.
3 to 4, maybe. Yeah.
3 to 4. Like we'd give you 4 just so you could finish it out. Mass Effect. I'm gonna give Mass Effect. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give Mass Effect maybe 3 seasons. Maybe 3 seasons. Just because it's gonna get so expensive. Like going to these different planets, being in space and stuff like that. Like that's gonna cost you a lot of money.
We'll just use the volume, man. The Mandalorian volume. We just go do it all in studio, man.
You could, but that's still a shit ton of money. That's why Star Wars is coming out with shit right now. It's like Grogu. Hey, we paid a lot for this little animatronic being. You keep pushing this out. So as far as for overall picks go of the network, I would most likely have to go with Deuces on this one, just because he has a little more longevity and he kind of stuck in a good realm of an audience he wants to pick, which is kind of more of that action, suspense, thriller type of people. So it's while it's not casting a bigger net of audience, it can bring in more of the audience he's already pushing towards, which can make it a big success. And because of that, that would funnel in other people that may not be big fans and he can turn into that. With yours casting a wide net, it's a great chance that it'll work, but it's also a big chance it can fail. So it's like, that's what yours was on. It's like, you're gambling real big. And I like
gambles.
Yeah, it's a big gamble, but it's in the 50-50 range of like, this can either go very well or this is going to go very horrible to where it's like
going to be week to week.
Yeah,
it's going to be week to week around here.
We gonna be season 2, but we dropping all episodes. But
I ain't gonna hold you. Like for me, like I said, I would be heavily interested in that Mass Effect series and Splinter Cell. I love espionage for one. So especially like I said, the thing about for me with espionage stories, I'm always in because you can never trust government. There's always a government conspiracy. And like I said, I don't watch. Listen, I love the Bourne series. I don't watch all the Mission Impossible. I love 007. Like I love a good espionage series. So yeah, I'll be in for it.
Yeah. But because it's one person, that's why it's like, okay, I can see where it kind of gets like a Jack Ryan. Like I love the Jack Ryan series, but when you get to 4, it's kind of like,
you're
okay.
Right. I got you for 2 good seasons, man. Like 2 good ones where you locked in.
Yeah,
but after that, I don't know.
3 could either fumble, but then 4 come back and knock it out the park.
But see, here's the thing.
Like,
season 3 would be a movie.
But I was gonna say, then you got somebody like me who's like, it's bro. All it takes is the villain line to capture me, right? Because like with the Jack Ryan movie that's coming out, or is it? It's out.
Yeah,
when he said, he was like, "Oh yeah, I buried them. Well, they're alive." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm in." Like, they're back. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm back then."
So that's what Dion got though with the longevity, because like he can come back with a movie with that. Same thing with like God of War. Like if you did the route of like where I started with this one and then I came with another one, it's great. But it's just same thing with Mass Effect. Like you could actually spin it off and do like a Mass Effect Andromeda series if you wanted to. But again, yours is a bigger gamble because those require so much money to make. As opposed to they're not cheap. Yeah, they're not cheap. But like with Assassin's Creed, like a lot of that could be on set. Tomb Raider, we could be in one location really for that whole season and shooting there. Devil May Cry is where all your money gonna go into if you do a live action. Your CG budget gonna be insane. Like it's gonna be ridiculous. Like, but like you got 3 seasons. We treating you like Avatar. You got 3 seasons, and then you got to wrap this up.
Right, gotta wrap this shit up.
But I also picked for myself based off of what y'all didn't have. If I had the WP Media Network. Give me Ghost of Tsushima, Far Cry, and Fallout.
Yeah, nah, hey.
No. Matter of fact, no. Ghost of Tsushima, Far Cry, and Beyond Two Souls.
Ooh,
I can do Beyond Two Souls.
You know what?
Because Beyond Two Souls, I only need 2 seasons for that. I only need 2 seasons to do that. I don't need that to be like, that's not going to be a long running show, but it's going to be an impactful show. Like how Dion could definitely walk away with an Emmy for Splinter Cell, and you could walk away with an Emmy for like Assassin's Creed. Beyond could be like one of my Emmy winners.
Oh yeah, that's going to be, like you said, a good psychological thriller.
Yeah,
bro, like,
I only need like 2 or 3 seasons for that one. And anything else, like anything beyond that, it would just be like icing on the cake. Like I couldn't complain.
And you know what? With Beyond Two Souls, that's going to be one of those ones where you get one of those actresses that that give like one of their best performances that you ever seen. You know how like how when Bryan Cranston did Breaking Bad and everybody was like, oh shit, like you gonna get an actress that somebody gonna be in there, you're like, what? And then they do it and they're like, oh, give them all the awards. Like that's gonna be one of them ones.